The Blood of Dawnwalker. This is the upcoming game by Rebel Wolves, a bunch of former Witcher 3 developers. They went off after The Witcher 3. I think some of them also worked on Cyberpunk for a bit, but they went off, made their own studio, have been working on this game, The Blood of Dawnwalker. And we've kept up on it. We've looked at some of the clips and stuff because they've shared some other stuff. I think it was back in June they did a gameplay reveal. But basically, you're playing as a vampire. You are playing as Cohen, I believe is his name, and you play as a vampire by night, but a man by day. And this allows you to get both sides of the experience. But the whole game is being built with that dynamism in mind. So there's certain routes, certain gameplay options that are available to you as a vampire that are not available to you as a person. And I think we're going to get some looks at that here. But they do stress that a bunch of improvements have been made since June that we're going to see in this. Let's see. Published by Bandai Namco. That's a title sequence right there. Oh, baby. Okay. It says this video features actual gameplay footage from Blood of Dawnwalker. I always want to say Blood of the Dawnwalker, but it's Blood of Dawnwalker. Specifically from a work in progress beta version of the game. Please note that the game is still in development. Everything you see is subject to change. This gameplay session, it was recorded on PC. This particular footage focuses mostly on demonstrating the storyline, the voice acting, and overall quest structure. You can find more detailed overview of gameplay features and combat mechanics in the first part of the video published back in June. Already the music is very witchery. Very witchery. I like it. They know how to pull on my heartstrings. My Witcher heartstrings.
Hello, my name is Ariana Sierkiewicz and I am one of the writers at Rebel Wolves. In June, we showed you a part of a quest where Cohen is looking for a legendary sword. And today, we're going to get to the end of that quest. The game is currently in the pre-beta stage, so you may still see some bugs and glitches. You will also see some changes and additions we've made to the game based on the community feedback.
Dude, already pre-beta, and it's looking pretty good.
You've been heard disrespecting the Kniaz, singing songs that mocked him and the faith.
Who told you this nonsense? Was it
Since one of our game's main features is the duality of Cohen, our hero, who is human by day and a vampire by night, we're gonna show you two ways to play the quest. So this is yet another example of our narrative sandbox. We can approach each of the quests in a variety of ways, remembering about the duality of our hero, human by day and vampire by night, knowing we have both day and night as our allies. In June, we started on the outskirts of Svartro and had a brief stint with some bandits. Cohen got rid of them easily with a few well-timed sword cuts and active abilities. Then we walked around the city a bit until we reached the cathedral, this time entering it without any hassle during the day as a human. Let's continue that playthrough.
So as you can see in the top right, there is a meter. It currently says noon. All of this game is built around time, of course. Vampire by night, human by day. Different tactics and options are available to you based on the time of day and what state your character is in. The other piece is the kind of omnipresent task, rescue your family, 22 days left. And so this is something that the game has been built around since the very, very beginning, like they talked about back in June, where you have to save your family, but you are on a pretty strict timeline for when you have to achieve that goal. For obvious reasons, they're not going to tell us the answer to this, but a lot of games I've noticed that have requirements like this, they end up being like, yeah, it's save your family within 22 days. But there's a way to like get it so it's pretty much unlocked, and it's like, oh, you just like at 5 days left, you do this thing and then it opens up and then you're fine. I don't know exactly how it's going to break down. I don't know if it's going to come down to the wire. Time will tell, but that is a very interesting thing. You don't see in a lot of these types of games. It's a very pressing timeline. Just like Evo 1. Well, and it also the new Far Cry is expected to work similarly to this, almost identically, because it's also going to have save your family within a certain amount of time. It's expected to be roughly 24-ish real world hours, maybe 48 hours in game or 72 hours in game. So each in-game hour is 20 minutes or whatever. But the goal is to keep you like moving and be intentional with it. And some people hate the idea of that. I kind of like it. It gives you like some hustle, and it forces you to like actually really get a move on it. It gives a sense of urgency. So I'm actually not bad about it. Whether it's here or with Far Cry, I'm open to it.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen.
Amen. Justin, thank you. Chased down by a blind monk.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
That's right. My name's Cohen.
It's a real shame what happened there. So many good people imprisoned. But where there is sin, there must be chastisement. And speaking of sin, come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
I'm perfect.
So you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
Father Florin?
We can start by chatting with the deacon. He might know something about the catacombs where Saint Mihai is buried.
Dude, one day I want to have a house where I can just let the candles spill over, like the stone railing. I find that so cool. I know probably it's technically trashy, but man, like, just imagine having all those candles. Oh, I love it. I love it. One day.
Pay the workers, clean up the altar. What else? Oh, right, the bell tower. Yes, what is it? I have much to do, so either be quick about it or leave me to my duties.
Could you point me towards the entrance to the crypt?
What are you talking about?
I wanted to pay my respects to the city's founders. Light a candle in their memory, if possible.
Sorry to
Yeah, you guys are like, oh yeah, all the wax looks delicious. I was waiting for somebody to just type bald. I was waiting for it, dude. You might notice if you rewind, I looked at chat and I was like, I wonder how long it's gonna take.
the point, son, but there's no crypt in this house of worship now, if that is all.
I wonder if he likes playing pool or billiards, maybe. It's right up his alley.
Things change, especially in the last few years. Perhaps the crypt was built over or sealed away?
Listen, son. The parish book doesn't say anything about any crypt. I should know. I wrote parts of it myself.
Can I take a look? Just to make sure.
No, the library is not open to just anyone. Still, it seems to me you have plenty of time on your hands and will keep on badgering me. Tell you what, I'll give your idle hands something to do, and afterwards maybe I'll let you take a look into the library,
Okay.
Tell me what you need then.
Our caretaker, Radu, is missing, it seems. It's been a few days since he last came to work, and now his duties have become my duties. I imagine he's lazing about somewhere, having a laugh at my expense.
You know, this also has made me realize that it's like Steve Jobs said back in the day, technology is at its best when it's invisible. And in this case, like if the camera system is working well, you probably shouldn't notice it, right? Like if it's working well, you shouldn't have to think about the camera angle being bad or stupid while you're having conversations with NPCs or whatever in an RPG. And in this case, it works really, really well while the conversation's going, the camera's going back and forth, the camera angles are unique and well framed, depth of field is really pretty, lighting is good and makes sense within the scene. It's just well executed across the board, which is very, very nice because there's been a bunch of other games, even recently, where like, this is not how it works. And it's like actively kind of frustrating. Like, freaking Outer Worlds. Like, you know how they started doing this like weird dead on straight in the face? It's not a new thing. Games have done this before, but I really don't like this framing for RPGs. Like, I just don't. I much prefer like The Witcher 3 third person perspective cinematic camera angles. I like that way more than this, where it's just like staring at somebody dead on chatting with them. Maybe it's supposed to be immersive because it's like you're looking right at them. I don't know, but I don't like it. I like this way more. Call me a Witcher fanboy, I don't care.
Any idea where to look for him? Perhaps he's at home.
Starfield. I was gonna pull up Starfield, but then I was like, no, people make fun of you, Luke, for always using Starfield as an example. I'll use something else. But yes, I was thinking about Starfield the whole time. Yeah.
If I only knew where that is. Radu's a secretive man. No, I'd rather ask around in the almshouse. He spends a lot of time talking to the inmates.
The almshouse? Where is it?
Go out to the courtyard and turn left. Carry on walking until you see a well on your right. The almshouse's entrance is just by that well. I try to avoid going there myself. Ugh, a dreadful place. Really dreadful. Anyway, be on your way, son. And let me know when you find Radu.
Turns out the deacon had his own agenda and asked us to find out what happened to the local caretaker. Let's find the asylum he mentioned. While on those sacred grounds, we should mention that every week, in some of Vales and Gora's churches, people gather for the so-called Blood Mass. It was established by Brensis and his clique of vampires after they took rule in Vales and Gora. Every villager is required to donate a significant amount of their blood, and in return, they are cured from all illness. Like Cohen's sister in the CGI trailer. It's how Brensis controls the population. Each blood mass is conducted by Father Florin himself.
Dude, already the city looks really good. The music, the vibes, man, the vibes. No loading screens? How is this even possible?
We can go there today. See if we can help. Yeah, right. The deacon will be really glad to see dirty bums like us walking around his
Dirty
glorious
bums.
church. You don't know that, maybe? Oh, stuff it. We'll go and see Dragan instead. He's on.
Maybe someone in here has seen the caretaker.
Where's the load screen?
Sister is too busy to take a look at him. It's just a matter of time until that wound festers.
What do you want? I'm looking for the caretaker. I've been told he sometimes comes here.
You mean Radu? Yeah, I know him.
Mr. Radu.
Steer clear of that bastard.
Any idea where he is?
Right now? Nah. But I do know something. Might be interesting for you.
Really?
Looks like a Reddit
All right,
mod.
tell me.
That's not how it works, friend. I need a little palm grease first.
Here you go. It better be worth it.
It is. Something strange is going on here. Every night there are noises. Creaking, scratching, and I don't know, things being pushed around. Some of the folk here say the building's haunted.
Classic.
Listen, I didn't pay to hear a ghost story. You were supposed to tell me about the caretaker.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm not trying to swindle you or nothing. You see, there's a closed-off wing here. They put the plague patients there when it first hit. But one day, they decided they were beyond help and sealed them all off, left them all to die. But I hear that the caretaker knew how to get in there, some secret entrance, and used it, but I don't know what for.
I see. Any idea where it might be?
Somewhere upstairs, I think. You'd have to look around.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks.
It seems the asylum resident, apart from telling us a gruesome story about what happened to the plague patients, gave us a useful hint about the secret entrance to the asylum wing. For a price, of course.
Open the door.
Using focus mode allows us to see that there might be something hidden behind the shelves.
Dude, it's straight up Witcher.
Scratches on the floor.
It's straight up Witcher. They have a focused detective mode, dude. Wins Alley. Yeah.
Let's investigate the location. It was a separate wing for patients who fell ill with the plague.
Oh, yeah, the clock just ticked forward. Time has
Damn.
passed.
What a stench. Something's rotten in here.
You mean all the bodies? Could that
So
possibly
many
be
died
it?
here. In isolation.
Revelio. Exactly. I wonder how they're gonna fix that in the sequel.
This wing was blocked off, and they were left to die a terrible death.
Uh-oh.
Something else happened here.
A murder?
Died recently. Killed by something bestial.
This body looks fresh compared to the rest.
Ah, because of the skin. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Every time.
It's getting better and better.
We have to face a creature called Muron. While it is theoretically a vampire, its transformation did not go correctly. Occasionally, Murons produce loud, inhuman screams which stun the target, if it is within the scream's range.
Like, Bruxa?
You!
As you can observe, their behavior is chaotic and hard to predict. Muroni possess the vampiric ability of Shadow Step. However, it is juggy and unstable.
These must have killed Radu and the missing residents.
We can learn more about what has happened here by using the Compel Soul hex. You can learn this hex during the game. It is a feature enabling the player to talk with certain corpses. those that have moths flying above them. Magic is only available to Cohen in his human form. We wouldn't be able to talk to the dead had we come here at night.
It's you, isn't it? Please, please, stop! It hurts! I beg you! We're friends! Radu, please!
That's enough. Rest now.
We can go back to the Deacon now and
Hardcore.
report our findings. Before we chat to him, notice that our current objective again has the hourglass symbol. This tells you that the dialogue will push the time forward.
Yes? Why are you pestering me again?
I know what happened to Radu.
Caretaker. Yeah,
Good.
He's in pieces.
So, what was that wastrel doing all this time? Getting drunk on communion wine?
Being
Tell me.
dead.
I found him in the almshouse, in the sealed-off wing. The caretaker was hiding there, but he was no longer human. He turned into something terrible, a monster. I'm sorry, but I had to kill him.
What? I don't understand. What happened to Radu?
But you feel bad for bad-mouthing him
He was
now.
involved in something dark. There were corpses in his hiding place, probably his latest victims. But how he became that creature is anyone's guess.
A monster in the house of God. First the plague, now this. Oh, truly, we might just be living in the end times. Right.
I don't blame him
I'll
for
have to
thinking
talk to
that.
the guards, send them to retrieve the bodies, and clean up that place.
You do what you need to do, but I believe we had a deal. May I enter the library now?
I must read.
Yes, you may go inside with my blessing. I'll tell someone to leave the door unlocked for you. The book you're looking for, it's called The Annals of Svartrau Cathedral. Now, excuse me, I must go to Father Florin and tell him we need a new caretaker.
He gave us access to the library in exchange for our information. Let's go there and find a book he has mentioned.
Okay.
Reading books in our game works surprisingly similarly to the way it works in real life. They might teach us new skills or give us additional experience.
I just want to. You have to read them, dumbass. If you want to read it, you gotta read it. Mr. Beard, thank you. Voldemort. You seen the bald guy look like Voldemort? A little. I'll give you that. What does
Let's
this AI
stop here.
voice? No, this is just what people in Europe sound like.
And load a save game from the night variant playthrough of this quest.
Is it a robot or a European? I can't tell.
We are again in Svartrau, in front of the cathedral.
I love the movement.
Guidance. They'll guide us right to our grave, those fucks.
It's beautiful.
As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective.
You sure it'll work? Certain as the sunrise. And if not, I'll pay you back double.
Provided I'm able to crawl back to you. It's Rakiri blood after all. Sorry.
Let's get inside the building using Cohen's vampiric abilities, Plane Shift and Shadow Step.
I love that.
You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Last time we were inside the cathedral, we came across Xanthi, one of Brensis's officers. She was a difficult opponent for Cohen, so this time we're going to be smart about it, stay on the scaffoldings, and show you an alternative approach.
Better be quiet.
To blood.
Blood.
You shall
Is that
become Kenya's
Voyeur Xanthi?
most faithful
What the hell is she doing
servants.
here?
His command
Yeah, so if you missed the clip back in June, there was a boss fight down there. It
Is that
sounds
a
like they're doing
ritual
it
for the
different.
blood gods?
blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing.
They're covering up the old paintings. Why?
Blood to blood.
One of the workers must have left it.
You shall become
Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still, staying up here would be a smart idea.
Your fellow blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Bound in blood.
Blood to blood.
Let's start by checking out one of the frescoes in detail.
You shall
Sanctus
become
Mihi,
Prince's most
patron saint of
faithful
Svartra
servant.
himself.
His command
Victorious
shall
and
become
well-loved.
the sole voice in your heart.
There's the legendary silver sword.
Blood god shall become your
I hope it
new
really does
family.
exist.
You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Saint Mihai's symbol. Good. It should help my search.
Turns out, this one was actually about Saint Mihai, owner of the sword we're after. The powerful weapon might tip the scales in Cohen's favor and help him save his family from the vampire lord Brensis.
His command shall become the sole voice in your hearts. Your fellow blood god shall
We can check
become
some of the
your
buildings
new
in the
family.
courtyard. Maybe we'll find some interesting clues inside them. Let's shadow step to this one below.
Nothing.
It's the library we were supposed to enter a few moments ago in our day variant playthrough.
So many books.
It seems that people don't usually close the balcony doors in Svartro. We can again use our system of getting a closer look at certain objects to both appreciate the beauty of the story being crafted in front of our eyes and to uncover secrets about Vale Sangora.
The annals of Svartra Cathedral. They're bound to have some information on Saint Mihai's crypt. And thus Saint Mihai was laid to rest in the catacombs beneath the cathedral's side courtyard, by the cloisters, marked by his own personal sigil. The saint's remains and his sword were buried under a memorial stone. Under Saint Mihai's memorial stone. And I already know his symbol.
Alright, we should be looking for a crypt somewhere on the premises of the Svartro Cathedral. Let's grab the door key on the way to open the door.
Okay.
The
So many
cathedral is
books.
heavily guarded outside, and it looks like the gods aren't really fond of Cohen lurking around the premises. Let's deal with them swiftly using our claws.
Gadoosh.
We've listened to your feedback, and we've worked on the flow of using active abilities. We are no longer pausing the choice menu. It's real-time, in gameplay. It's also a good opportunity to show you another use of the Voracious Bite ability Cohen uses to drain people's blood. In combat, it will both replenish your health and deal some damage.
I love seeing them listening to
Time to
feedback
move
and
on.
changing it
Let's
quickly like
explore
that.
the other areas in the courtyard.
It's so good to see. Because that was back in June, there were a number of complaints. Like the combat was a little abrupt and like start, stop, start, stop. Because every time you'd open the radial wheel, it would
Because,
freeze
yes, you
completely.
can fight with a sword as a vampire too. But before we engage, let's adjust the camera. Camera placement was one of the hottest topics after our gameplay reveal. We've got lots of feedback about it, and we decided to add a second option for those of you who prefer the camera slightly further away from the character. The camera will be adjustable for combat and exploration separately, so you can choose the setup you prefer.
I like that. It's making an option.
Cohen's faster using the sword as a vampire compared to his human form.
Oh.
notice of the hourglass icon next to our objective. It indicates that opening the crypt will move the time forward.
Okay.
How about here? Saint Mihai's symbol.
Let's open the entrance and investigate the crypt.
Crypty.
Lighting up a torch might be a good idea.
Yeah, for people mentioning like clunkiness or
This place
improvements,
must have been.
this is technically pre-alpha or pre-beta rather. So it's an alpha. Most games would never be shown in this state. And considering that, I think it looks really, really good. Like this type of this stage of development is something that usually they will not reveal, because you get comments like, oh well, it's not super smooth, or it needs polish here and there. This is not close to what they're saying the launch version will look like. Already from June, there's been major improvements already, not just graphically, but sound design, the animation, all of it. So I'm confident a lot of these things are going to continue to get improved as time goes by.
Sealed off for ages. I wonder why.
We can hear some moaning coming from behind one of the walls. Let's investigate this.
Is that moaning?
When you hear moaning, move closer.
I think it's coming from behind this wall.
I think that's in the Bible, I think. Thou shalt move closer towards the moaning.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Sounds demonic. We found it. The sword.
Wait, are you Mihai?
Tobias!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You'll finally pay what you did to me, Tobias. I'm not... Shit! Listen to me! No more of your eyes!
We've been attacked by Mihai, who was an important figure in the valley. And for some reason, he was buried alive in the catacombs. Of course, as players, you'll be able to learn why that has happened. But we'd like to avoid too many spoilers here. That's why we are stopping this presentation mid-fight.
Who's Tobias? The blood
We hope
of
that you
Dawnwalker.
have enjoyed seeing how much variation there is behind just one of the objectives in the game. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There are just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. Thank you for joining me today, and stay tuned for more updates on our social media profiles. Bye!
Coming next year, 2026. Yeah, so just to be very, very clear, what they showed with that whole plot line of going and finding the dead guy and then using that to get access to the library, that's one route. Or like they showed with the nighttime sequence, you could just go climb up, jump in, break in, and do it that way. Like, so much variability. There's going to be a lot of stuff you will not see if you are doing objectives with like nighttime, and there's going to be stuff you don't see if you're doing the objectives at daytime. It's one of those games that you probably are going to like be able to justify an easy second playthrough, if not a third one, just with how much variability there is. And again, I can't stress this enough. This is a pre-beta pre-beta gameplay demonstration. This is something sometimes like media or influencers will get access to early on. Like this is the thing you see when you hear a behind closed door demo or something. This is the state that you might get to see a game in. It's not typically shown publicly because people will be critical of what they see. But the fact that they're showing it this early, getting feedback on stuff like camera angles, combat adjustments, UI elements, all of that, they're improving and using to actually make the game better, which again, I just absolutely love. Developers that listen to feedback and act on it quickly. I mean, it's not like, yeah, well, we hear your feedback, we'll make improvements, like we'll get to it after launch, maybe with like an update a couple months after launch. No. They're just like, no, right now, we're making the change right now. And it's really good to see. So go wishlist the game if you haven't already, just so you get updates on like new trailers and stuff. But I think it looks really good. I'm very excited. Big excite. Very excited. Let's see. I've seen games release in worse states. Unfortunately, it's true. It makes you really wonder what the standards are. Like if their standards define this as pre-beta, what are the standards for some of these other companies that release games fully in way worse states than that? You know, it's pretty crazy.
He took my thing. Red flag.